Welcome to Woods and Water Outdoors. I'm Patrick Corcoran. Today we want to tie for you one of our winter patterns. I'm a believer in, wintertime patterns change a little bit. Water temperature affects what the bait fish looks like, in my opinion. And we really try to match those conditions when they present themselves with some variations in our patterns. With the colors that we use, my favorite colors are, of course, shad colors, and then also things that incorporate pinks and blues, as well as chartreuse, which is a year-round item. Not that other colors are not as well, but I really think pink becomes more prominent during the winter from my experience. So what we're going to tie for you today is our rainbow minnow. We're going to use our peppered rainbow chenille. This has both a black crystal and rainbow crystal in it, and we're going to match the look of that rainbow crystal in that chenille with our tail here, with a little tricolored tail that we're going to put in. And so other materials that we're going to use: green chartreuse crystal flash, green chartreuse hackle, blue ice hackle, which is a light blue, and then a bubblegum pink. We're also going to tie in our barred predator wrap to match our chenille. And so in the vise we have a 1/8 ounce minnow head painted in candy lime, and I believe these are the wintertime eyes that we have on this particular one. So the first thing we're going to put in is our crystal flash, which I have 4 little pieces of it. They go in. And we're going to put on our chartreuse feather first, green chartreuse. And then I'm going to stack my blue and pink. Now, I put the pink on the bottom because I'm sure that you've noticed over time sometimes you catch a fish and their bellies are pink or reddish during the winter. And I would imagine that bait fish do the same thing. So we want the pink on the bottom. Does it matter? I don't know. So I will say that if you just fish, if you just had that combination of feathers, that pink and that blue, particularly the bubblegum with that light blue, when those 2 feathers get wet together, they're going to have a little bit of a purple hue to them. Just a little unique portion to this jig as well. So then we add our bait fish emulator into the belly. Make it a little speckled. No, it's not bait fish emulator, predator wrap. Don't want to confuse anybody. And we're going to tie in our chenille. This particular pattern I've used on a couple little local lakes here that have a little bit of a clearer water. And we'll expand that experiment this winter as we fish other places. With these minnow heads, as you can see, I kind of taper that to match that head a little bit. Instead of going all the way back and making big bulk, I like that little taper with this minnow head. So you have the nose, and then it builds in the center, and then tapers back down to the tail. And so tie it how you like it. And I doubt the fish mind. So there we have our rainbow minnow. Our future videos are going to continue to focus a little bit on the winter fishing, as that time of year is soon approaching, and fish are going to get a little deeper. We're still, probably a good 40 days, 50 days away from that pattern really starting to show up, but you've got to be prepared for when it gets here. So hope you enjoy it, and give this pattern a try. And again, if there's something you'd like to see or want us to match, or just an interesting idea, we'd love to give it a crack. So I hope you enjoyed watching. Everybody have a good evening.